This is a blast wall that was used for part of the testing. So it's encased, you're dug down under the ground and it's encased in a thick wall, and then you've got this mega bit in the centre where different explosions could be tried out. We'll just walk round behind. Amazing to think since the late 1600s people have been making dynamite and that at this site, with the rivers to power them, rivers to move the ingredients around, and a lot of the ingredients for dynamite available locally. Looks like you've got a part of an old bridge here that's collapsed. Different water courses snake all across this whole site at different levels, and we use not only to power the machinery but to move the gunpowder and the raw materials around the site. For over 300 years. This whole site is a fascinating place to explore the 350 odd years of industrial work that went on here, and the actual site only really shut in the mid-30s, 34, 35, when the owners of it, worrying about a second war with Germany, were concerned how close this would be, and if there was an invasion that came into Kent, your main generator of dynamite would get taken over by the invading German army very quickly. So the whole thing was relocated to Scotland, and then it's all laid empty and in ruins until fairly recently, when it's been turned into a country park. So even got free parking and toilets, so do come and have a look. It's a really interesting place, whether it's a history of dynamite and Guy Fawkes buying his 36 barrels here, or whether you just want to see all the wildlife. This to me looks like the remnants of a very large explosion, with bits of rock blown all over the place, and what was a 2-story, 3-story building. You can see a door half out the wall there. It's underneath one of those structures. If anybody knows what these were, give me a shout. This is a replica of one of the machines that used to run here, grinding. It's interesting as well how the water would have been managed, because all the while the water is at different levels. You can see we're a long way up from that lagoon of water there, and it wasn't till I think was it 1920s that electricity took over from using water power for all the different facilities here.